Now, the 11th Raspberry Jam takes place in Hull next month. It aims to build a community around programming and digital creativity in the city. And I'm joined now by John Witts, founder of the event, to tell me more. John, welcome. Thanks very much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Raspberry Jam, it's a brilliant name, but this is all about encouraging people to get into computer programming, computer coding.
That's right, yeah. It's focused around the Raspberry Pi computer, which is, for those that don't know, a small credit card-sized computer with a very cheap entry point, about £35, that you can connect up to your TV at home, but more importantly that you can really get under the hood with and kind of learn how it works and build various devices with and connect it up to electronics and all sorts of other things.
So this is a way of people first and foremost, to learn how to be familiar with coding, I suppose. Is that the right word?
Yeah, coding, computer programming. Yeah, it's it lets people, young and old, get involved in that, see what they can actually make a computer do, rather than just using an application that they're given. It lets them actually sort of use their creativity and their imagination to see what they can do. So
when is this event and what will happen?
So the event is on Saturday the 3rd of March at Hull Central Library. We kick off the event at 10:15 till about 1:15. This Raspberry Jam event actually coincides with the 6th birthday from the release of the Raspberry Pi computer, and the Raspberry Pi Foundation, the charity behind the computer, have rallied all of the different Raspberry Jams around the world, and we have over 100 Raspberry Jams running over the weekend across 6 of the 7 continents.
So it's a truly global phenomenon.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You mentioned the foundation there.
Yes.
And it's a charity. What's its purpose? What's it trying to do?
So the Raspberry Pi Foundation's main aims are an educational aim. So they are aiming to increase the understanding and uptake of computer science and computer programming in schools with school-aged children, and they plough all the profits they make from the sale of the Raspberry Pi computer back into that charity in terms of delivering on their educational aims.
Now, I'm not a particularly computer literate fellow. If I turn up on the 3rd of March at Hull Central Library, what can I expect to find?
We will have a number of workshops where people can get involved and program something on the computer. Now you can have years and years of experience or absolutely none. We have a real mix of experience of people in terms of using computers for programming, but also a real mix in ages from age 8 up to 70 as well. So you'll see a bit of that, and hopefully a few projects that people have built as well.
We used to use the fact that everybody younger than us, whatever your age is, everybody younger than you are, knows more about computers and helps you. It reminds me to plug it in and things like that. But you say up to 70. Is that
Well, no, it's not enforced. We can go older than that if we want. Happily accept 90-year-olds along as well. It's open to all. So
this emphasis on getting young people, especially though, to be able to write their own programs and code computers, is there not a risk that's an emphasis of the medium over the message, of the tool over what's created?
I think the real drive was sort of wanting to get young people back into computer programming. It kind of stems from people who grew up with the BBC Micro and the Acorn computers around, that were used to just being able to get underneath the hood and tinker and make and build. And there was a real drop of people taking computer science at university here in the UK, even though it's one of the largest sort of growing sectors. So.
John, I'm sure it'll be an absolutely fantastic and fascinating day.
Yep.
Thanks very much for coming in. Join me after the break. Jack will bring us a roundup of all the latest sports news, and I'll be talking to Lauren Alexander about trekking for Marie Curie.